Welcome, everyone, to episode 141. How's everyone doing today? Hi, Renee. How are you?
Good. You said episode 1. I don't know why Star Wars came to mind. Episode 1, and you paused for like a microsecond, and I was like, oh.
I
I'm not
think I had
even
to
a
think
big
about
geek.
it. I hope
Yeah,
there won't be 141 episodes of Star Wars.
well, we're getting there.
I know, right?
We're getting there. Interesting enough. So today I will cover this before, but some of you guys might be new, and so today, actually, what's interesting is one of the topic that I'm covering today, we're covering today, is really, it's kind of like a little, what do they call that? Inception a bit, because I am going to talk about why I chose to talk about today's topic in today's topic. So it's kind of relevant. So that's going to be weird. So that's something, and I'll get to that when we're talking about the topic. But for now,
yeah. So speaking of topics, our topic for episode 141, Star Wars episode 141, content delivery model to nurture and get clients. And like Renee said, he's going to dig into that a little bit more. And I have some new slides I'm playing around. I know I've promised you guys, those of you who hear every week, that I'm going to update that with a new layout and some new examples. So you'll definitely get a sneak peek of that today. I still have a few more things I want to do to it. But intro slides, these are the same ones we do every week. However, I'd like to go over this in case somebody here is new or maybe just rejoining us after some time and wanted to know, are you in the right place? What's 22 Social about? Is it for you? So we kind of have a check mark list of things that you want to if you check these off, then you are a dream builder and you're our peeps, right? So number one, I'm passionate about both the products or services I provide and the people I help. I truly am doing what I love and passionate about that, and passionate about the people really struggling with whatever that is that I can help them with. And I want to create an online business, something that lives online on the internet that earns substantial income, stable income as much as $10,000 or more monthly, something that's really going to allow me to live my desired lifestyle. And I'm clear about what that desired lifestyle is. And I'm going to do this online so that I can ultimately stop trading time for money. And I want to build meaningful relationships that will eventually lead to a community to even further grow my business using social platforms and in a social setting where I can reach more people that way. And that goes back to the first one, where you're not trading time for money as much, but more importantly, you're able to help more people because you can scale your business and reach more without exhausting more of your own resources. And lastly, if this applies to you, you're in the right place. I'm willing to put in the time and work to create my dream business so that I can experience lasting impact, income, lifestyle, and fulfillment. You definitely want this to be long-term. You want it to last, and we don't want to have to keep chasing that dream or having to restart, as a lot of online entrepreneurs find themselves in. So following kind of a guide, to help you stay along that path, we have developed a blueprint. We call it the Dream Builder Blueprint, a set of like milestones and building blocks. You can kind of gauge where you're at and what to do next, and something that you can build on to really have that success. And a lot of our users and members are following this, and we kind of learn from them. They learn from us, we learn from them. So it's kind of goes both ways. But that base foundation, the most important thing there is your dream, because everyone's dream is different. But get really clear on what that is. And then you're going to design a dream lifestyle and a business that's going to fund that. So you're going to build this business around that desired lifestyle that you have and you want. The business in and of itself is you, right? As entrepreneurs, you are delivering something. So you're also helping people. So whoever that ideal client is that's going to be the recipient of what you can promise and commit to deliver in the form of results, it's really important to get clear about that. What is it you're delivering? What is it that you can do for someone, getting them from point A to point B? And who's that ideal client? Because getting that clear picture in your head will allow you to then reach out to those ideal clients and, trusting prospects, people that that could use your help, your expertise, or a product or service you provide that's going to give them the results they're searching for. So reach out to those people online, over the phone, however you can. to people that that know you, right? So trusting prospects, to let them know about what you have to offer and invite them to take you up on those offers. Book that call with you, purchase your course, join your membership. That's really important, because in doing so, you're going to learn a lot, and that's going to help you in the next stage, which is the nurture stage. This is when you're going to systematically and continuously give value to your either current members or prospects, clients, customers, maybe people who they're on your list, but they haven't, made that connection, that jump to the next level. But you want to keep them nurtured. You want to keep delivering value. And in going in this order, especially with that invite phase, you're going to learn things about that, like your pricing, your wording, where there's maybe holes in the delivery. And that's going to allow you to put together a really nice systemized way to continue to give value and continue to nurture. So once you have something that works, people are willing to pay for it, it's kind of working, you've got the kinks worked out, you've got a nice systematic way to deliver it, that's when you want to jump into the next stage. Not before, but once you have something that works, your lifestyle's looking good, and you just want to expand that. That's when you're going to grow. You're going to add attraction strategies, maybe beef up marketing, maybe even start ads. I didn't even really do ads until it was way past, at the top here, because I didn't want to invest money until I had something that was working. So you can then add maybe some new product or tweak products or new income streams, or just expand on what you have once you have something that's working. This is a great time to do maybe an affiliate program, or create an extension of what you have that could be like a nice complement. So lots of ideas, and we kind of cover all of these different steps here in some way or another each week on our episodes. We'll take a piece of one of these and one small portion of it. So because it's a lot, and I'll let you know a little bit later after Renee does his training on how you can figure out where you are on this path and what to do about it, and give you some resources, some nice free resources you can check out for that. So let's get into our topic. Let me know if you're ready.
And I think I'm up, right? So
all right. I'm gonna just switch over.
It just did.
Perfect.
It switched. Got it. And I gotta apologize. I actually forgot to send our email today. So those of you who are watching are by chance or by Facebook's algorithm.
Oh, let me post something then.
If you are watching, let us know you're watching, because there's very few of you watching live, but that's okay. A lot of people catch a replay, but say hello and let us know that, hey, I did catch a live, or I'm catching the replay, so that we know. Anyway, so types of content that you can deliver. So it's interesting. I'll tell you part of why I'm doing this, because 90% of my time is spent on running 22 Social with the rest of the team. But sometimes I do help people launch their offers. And a lot of the times when I've done helping them, okay, great, they have their offer, they have everything. We figured out what they're going to deliver with their paid offer, with their membership, how often they're going to go live. They're going to include some sessions. Is it going to be a hybrid? Yada, yada, yada. Hey, Mark, good to see you. But at the end, they're like, okay, great, I got to promote it. Well, you got to start inviting, like we said in the blueprint, but I got that figured out. So what do I do now? How do I organize the content? That's probably the biggest thing people are worried about is, oh my God, I have content I got to give my paid members. I'm sorry. I need some sort of content to attract people with, to dangle in front of them. And I need some sort of content to sorry, turn that off. I don't know if you heard that, but my phone was beeping. Some sort of content to publicly post out there to attract, right? So how do I organize this? Where do I start? I've had someone tell me, I tend to just give everything for free, and now people don't want to buy because I just gave it for free. So how do I put that together? So we're going to help you get started on a plan of how you can organize your content. I got some ideas to share with you, and then I'm going to share some more that didn't even make it to the deck, but I want to share with you. So let's start with this part first. So you have 3 categories. First is your paid member content. That could be, I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but if you want to go back to previous lives, we do go over what kind of content you can create. But I think it's been a while, actually. Maybe that's what we'll do next. Actually, perk ideas for members, but it could be done for your services. That's a recurring, that's quote unquote a membership, because people are committing to work with you on an ongoing basis. Could be coaching, a commitment to coach, work with you one-on-one. Could be a small group mastermind. It could be virtual workshops. It could be delivering content. It could be say, hey, I'm going to create a small mini course once a month, or download, and there's other streams of income. So those are the kind of the paid category. And then once you have that created, that's why the first step, or I'm sorry, the second step is deliver on the blueprint. Once you have that created, then you can start promoting, because it's kind of pointless before that. So now you can start creating some public content. And what should you do here? I'm going to summarize before I even go to these points with you. And the big idea for public content, it's the what. I mean, and you know what? I might actually create a different slide for next time we do this. But the big idea here for public content is the what. What is the problem that you solve, and why it's important and critical that it's solved for your audience? Why is it a big deal that you help people be better fit? And what are the problems that you're solving? Why is it a big deal? What are the consequences of not solving the problem? It's the what. And what's the dream? What's on the other side? Like the before and after photos, that's a what. Hey, you have this problem, and you can have this solution. So those are probably the most obvious forms of the what. And it is how you show and tell the big ideas. That is the big idea is, hey, I can show you how to actually get fit. Building some credibility, you can share your story so people trust you, share some numbers in terms of how many people you've coached or helped, or how many people have bought your courses, that kind of stuff. So that's one way to kind of show your expertise without actually giving away the recipe. And obviously having some sort of call to action. And I would start with that. That's your most basic content flow right there. Paid content and public content that you use to attract. And so I would not worry initially about collecting leads or anything. I would focus on that, the paid product, test your offer, get it figured out. You're in some way still sort of in the invite stage. Make some money. And then, so don't worry about that yet. So this middle category is supposed to be for leads, but you're not worrying about that. You're skipping that at the beginning, and you're going right to the paid content. So it doesn't mean you're going to wait 10 years to start collecting leads. It just means that initially you just worry about your paid content and your public content. That's it. There's nothing in the middle initially. It gives you time to improve your offer, to get some feedback, to create some case studies and different things. And then after you've kind of worked out the kinks and worked through your warm market, then you can think, oh, well, you know what? I got some people who, I'm starting to see a pattern that there's people who are interested in what I have to say, but they're not quite ready to buy. Then they're probably primed for nurture. And that's where free member content comes in. And that could be simply capturing leads in exchange for something of value, dangling a carrot, or also known as lead magnets, or capture pages. That you could also, by the way, do with 22 Social. It could also be a group. You could start creating a community where everyone's kind of helping you nurture everyone else. So that's when you can start to somewhat scale. So that's where it's the baby how. If the public content's the what, and the big picture, the big idea, the what, the benefit, the problem, the benefit, that's what I call the how. I'm sorry, the what. And if the paid content is the how, it's the full recipe. The free member content or the opt-in is kind of like the baby recipe. You're not going to deliver the whole pie, but you're going to, maybe give them a recipe list. So for that fitness instructor, it could be, hey, here's the list of workouts that I recommend, and here's what muscle you should be working out. But it's not the workout videos. So it's not the full how. It's a baby how to give them, to whet their appetite a bit, for them to go, oh yeah, this person really knows what they're talking about. I want more. So that's the free content side. And it could be, like I was saying earlier, it could be a group. It could be quote unquote a membership where you're delivering ongoing content on a regular basis. And that's really the three categories. I mean, it obviously can get more complex than that. But for the most part, and I think I'm gonna, for the most part, let me see, I lost my place here. That's all you got to worry about. Yes, I know. For public content, you probably have a Facebook page, and you probably have an Instagram page, and you probably have a YouTube channel. Maybe. Don't get too crazy at the beginning. But it's pretty much the same category. It's the what. It's a what? What problem are you solving it, and what's the benefit at the other side once it's solved? Selling the dream. That is the public content. Once that they're intrigued, then you invite them to become free members, to get your checklist, to get your blueprint, to get a mini course, to get not the whole thing, but like something small, right? And then from there, you say, hey, you like what you see, you want some more, and better words than that. I'm not teaching copy today. Um, then you invite them to become paid members. So that's sort of how the flow goes. And here is where I promised you at the beginning that I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about why I'm doing this training today, right? And this is where it fits in. So I'm getting to that. Most people say, great, all right, I got the 3 buckets of content I have to create now. Oh my God, I have to fill 3 buckets of content. So it hits them. Oh my God, now I have to worry about 3 pieces of content monthly or weekly or daily, or depending on how much content I want to create. I have to feed 3 categories now. Now I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed. Let me tell you the probably one of the most things that I'm surprised that most people don't know about this. I guess there's not enough gurus talking about it, but it doesn't have to be hard. I'm gonna decide whenever your content cycle is gonna be, if it's weekly or it's monthly, wherever it may be. Pick one topic that week or that month. And for that one topic, think, what am I going to start with the top first? Start with the paid members. What am I going to teach them? Because I know I told them I'm delivering a mini course or a download once a month. What am I going to cover them? What's the whole enchilada for them that they need? Everything they need to do that. Great. Okay. You have that planned out. And before you create it, you go, okay, great. Now, what are some resources they could start with before they consume that entire big course? Yeah, this needs to be a slide. So I'm going to rewatch this video, make another slide. This so needs to be a slide. So what are the resources that they could use before they consume this big content that will really help them when they consume it? Is it a checklist? Is it a form? Is it a worksheet? What is it that they're going to need that's going to really help them with this, or at least get them a little bit of an introduction to this? So from that same topic, you create the checklist and the blueprints and all that, and the paid members are going to have access to it, but you're going to share it to the free members. Now you have content for the free members out of the same topic. Okay, so we're almost there. So that one topic, let's say, oh, great, now I got to figure out what I got to do publicly, right? Well, here's what you do publicly. You're going to explain what problem you solved with that training and why it was critical that it needed to be solved. And you could do it with a little tutorial video. You could do it with a small quote. You could do it with a case study or testimonial. Someone say, hey, I used to have this problem. Joanne used to have this problem. If there's a Joanne out there, I think I use Joanne everywhere all the time. But anyway,
I always use Sally.
Sally might be easier. I don't know. I use Joanne. So if Joanne out there used to have this problem, and now because she worked through it using the content from my membership, now she has not. Look where she's at now. Right now, the problem solved. So it's a little bit of a case study without giving the recipe, without giving the how. It's just the what publicly. So the moral of the story is one topic can cover all 3 buckets, and you're not having to juggle and figure out, what am I going to teach publicly? What am I going to give to my free members to nurture them? What am I going to give my paid members? It's one topic. And guess what? You invite all the paid members to consume your public content. You invite them to consume your free content, and obviously the paid content that's only for them. So you cross-pollinate, and that's also another strategy there. Obviously, that checklist, that blueprint that you gave for free to free members, obviously the paid members are going to benefit from it as well. So you have them go to the free group and get it there, so they interact with all the free members. So I mean, there's a lot with that, but that's the gist of it, of filling 3 buckets. Let's say you're not creating paid content. I'm not right now. We're not. Monica is, but I'm not. And so how do you handle this? I'll tell you. So this will understand why I'm doing this. Let's say you have coaching clients or people you help launch their programs, like I do in a very limited time. But when I can, I do. So if a question comes up and you're coaching with your high ticket coaching clients, or your consulting clients, or people you're helping launch something for, or people you're training one-on-one, If a question comes up, obviously you're going to help them, and you're going to say, hey, by the way, I'm going to go deeper into this in my free group or in my Facebook page. So I want you to show up. And great, guess what? Now the paid member, your high ticket coaching consulting client needs is going to be satisfied by the content that you create publicly for free, or to the free members. I'm sorry. So that's how someone asked. I was actually helping someone launch something, and someone asked, now what? They asked about this. And I said, you know what? I'm going to cover that on Tuesday. So I want you to watch. So, and I forgot to send them the link. So they're going to watch the replay, which is okay. But anyway, but hopefully you do better than me in terms of getting it out there. But anyway, that's where it comes down. So you can do what I did. Okay, the reason we're talking about this today is because it came up in a call with someone I'm helping launch something. So that's the same idea for you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be content. That I guess it's private content if you one-on-one content, if you think about that, but think of it that way. But that's the gist of the whole thing of your 3 buckets you have to fill up. And again, it doesn't have to be complicated. One topic could fill all 3 buckets. You're just delivering a different piece of it to all 3, and obviously the paid members get to see all the content, and the free members get to see the public content as well. So you're feeding everyone with one topic. Make it easier on yourself. You could plan, if it's monthly that you're switching topics, you can plan out a whole year ahead of time. Not necessarily create the content, but at least come up with the topics and say, hey, November I'm covering this, December I'm covering that, and so forth, and get organized that way. And hey, you have an action plan. Creating content is a lot more fun when you know what you're supposed to do and you're organized about that. Part of the stress is can you still hear me, Monica?
Yep.
Yeah, because my video froze. That's weird. Anyway, no one can see my video anyway, but we're seeing it at the control panel.
Yeah, can hear you just fine.
So lost my train of thought. Oh my God. So anyway, content, I'm back. Content is part of what makes content stressful is not having an action plan. Once you come up with an action plan, then you're kind of looking forward to it. Like I'm supposed to work on this and then that. So divide your problem. Work on that first, and then you can go ahead and know, hey, I know I have content moving forward. I can just create it, and it feels a lot less stressful.
Mm-hmm.
I come from a systems background. I did systems engineering in my early days, and that's it. Divide the whole thing into smaller problems and tackle one small problem at a time, and that's usually how big problems are solved. But anyway, that's
also a great way to figure out like which pieces of content are the most, like you say in the center column there, turn your proven ideas into helpful pieces of digital content, because not everything you put out may not work, or you'll be able to see like which one gets the biggest response or the most opt-ins or the most shares. And that'll give you an indication of, the type of content that your audience likes to consume. So just lots of different things, even like the time of day or when you put it out, that'll give you a lot of insights on stuff too.
Correct. And yeah, the reason we're talking about this today, because someone asked me on a private call, but the reason why we first created some of this content was because we kept drawing it privately with people one-on-one and explaining this concept and going bucket 1, bucket 2, bucket 3. And eventually I'm like, wow, that's a proven idea, right? So it all comes from that as well. So
yeah, that's just exactly like when we talked about in the intro. I was going over how on the invite stage, you're going to learn like what works and what doesn't, because you're doing these things one-on-one or whatever. And you'll find like the same question keeps coming up or the same issue. And that should be a green light or a flag there, maybe a red light, I don't know, but like a light bulb there to let you know this is something that I should either create content for, or, it keeps coming up. Make it easier on yourself. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yep. So let's move forward. I know I have another slide, but I don't want to go through it. I think it's overkill. So let's just move forward.
That's your last slide then, right there?
Yep. This is my last slide.
All right. So let's talk about how all this works. And like I said, I will get into the different little buckets there, and how that, let me go back. I'm not sharing my screen.
No,
oh, you did. And then I turned it back off.
That's okay.
Right, there we go. I know we're stepping on each other's toes. Oh. So, all the different pieces, but basically all you need to make this work and how 22 Social can help is a Facebook page, a Facebook business page, or also known as a fan page. They're easy to set up. They're free. A lot of people use them as their online hub. They're public, they're indexed. It only takes a few minutes to set one up. And in most cases, I know a lot of people that don't even have a website. They're just using their Facebook page. If you need to set up an online presence, but don't either have the time or the budget for a website, then connecting Facebook and 22 Social is the perfect solution. Works really great. And in doing so, you can then create like websites, landing pages. We call them apps, but I'm going to try to start referring them more to web pages. That's really what they are, that are connected to your free Facebook page. And each one of these comes with its own separate, what we call the smart link, that you can then share to drive traffic to as individual pages, for content, for signups. And so I'll give you a few examples of what that means. But when you create, connect your 22 Social account with Facebook to create these, we want you to start sharing that everywhere, inviting people to come check them out. So get familiar with that smart link. So when you install it, I kind of put together a few, these are some new slides, but I'm going to go over how 22 Social will help you create customized apps that are connected to your Facebook page. Again, all you need is a Facebook business page, also known as a fan page, and you can have your first page installed in seconds. So on your main account dashboard, when you first log in, you just click on that green install button, and literally in seconds, you'll have a page. Facebook's going to retrieve all of your pages, and then you will select from that a list there of all the pages you're an admin, which one you want to add it to. You select the page, and then you just click install. And that's it. In seconds, you've got an installed little web page without even having to have a website. Now, when you first install it, you'll see this little message that'll take you there that it's, success. Here's what it'll look like. You can easily customize it to make your own, right? To make it branded, have it your own look and feel, your own style. You can choose your colors, your background colors, button colors, all of that, fonts, layouts. We also have like pre-made templates you can use like as a starter base, and then adding your own content, your text, your images, videos, all kinds of stuff, and make it your own. Here's some examples of some of our members and what they're using, how they're putting these together to create their own pages. Again, it's just a one button install, click, connect it to your Facebook page, and then you just make it look pretty. And so you can then create anything, right? These are all mobile ready. You'll add in your own images, different widgets. I'll probably try to get some more examples of different types of like countdown timers and videos and all kinds of stuff you could do, like photo galleries. And they're mobile ready. So each one of these, before you go publish, and I'll go over that very briefly, you'll get a little link that's called a smart link, meaning it's smart enough to detect is the person on mobile, on desktop, on a tablet, and it gives them a beautiful view, whether they're desktop, mobile, tablet, whatever. It's a mobile friendly, mobile ready link. And that smart link is available to everyone right there at the top. So when you first, and you can create as many as you want. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and there's different things you can do with them. But I do want to throw this in. Someone did message me and said it was really helpful that I mentioned this here, because sometimes this is the only glimpse you get and you don't have time to go through like all the training. But at the very top, when you first install that, you'll see that it's unpublished because you haven't done anything with it. But when you're ready to publish it after editing, just toggle here. And what that will do is reveal a link. That is your smart link. That's the link that you use to bring people to the page so they can see it, sign up, all of that. So a couple of places there where you can get it. Now, where do I use the smart link? What do I do with it? How do I get traffic there? On Facebook and off of Facebook, there's a couple different ways you could do it. But on Facebook, you can share it to the news feed. It works really well on Facebook. I'll do a kind of an overview, bird's eye view of how that looks when someone shares a link. And the whole process that someone would go through. But it looks really nice in the news feed. If people are scrolling through, I recommend linking to it everywhere, especially that call to action button. If you're very heavily promoting on Facebook and doing a lot of Facebook, your image descriptions, things like that. But even as Renee mentioned before, like if you have a YouTube channel, your Instagram, all of those other places where you're creating content and you want to drive people to maybe your lead generation opt-in or to sign up for your course or webinar, whatever that is. You can link to them anywhere. Again, it's its own link. It's independent from Facebook. So I have mine in my email signature. If I'm sending out an email blast about something, I will link to the sign up page for it, but pretty much anywhere, use it as your gravatar. If anyone's like, what the heck's a gravatar? I'm going to do a training on that coming up because that's a pretty important thing just to get yourself branded on there. And you can use your 22 Smart Link with that everywhere you live online. So, create what you can, whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. There's a couple different ways that you can create these little pages or ways you can use them. You can restrict access, or you can just make it like a free-for-all, like a welcome page, like here's an about me, learn something about me, and then maybe link to all of your offers, right? Like a main homepage for a website. You can also create these pages that are what we call gated, meaning there's a gate side and then there's like kind of what's behind the gate, the main side of it, where you can see the main content of what you've created. So kind of like a sign up page, and then here's the confirmation or thank you page. And it's the same smart link, just two different sides. And some of the ways people are using that feature to restrict access or restrict content is one of them would be for free access, right? So you're restricting access, but you're not charging for it. It's like a free download, maybe a free video, an intro to something maybe you have a full paid course on, right? Maybe at the beginning of your course that kind of has a lead up to that, or webinar registration, contests, sweepstakes, things like that, a free group. And you can kind of combine these together. Another way is to restrict access with payment. So they have to make a payment before they get to see what's behind the curtain, before they go behind the gate. So they'll see the sales page or the sign up page for either a course, purchasing an ebook, something digital, electronic that they can get electronically, or time, right? They can book a one-on-one call or a session, or maybe a paid live course or something like that, like a masterclass or a paid webinar. The most popular way people are using 22 Social with Facebook to create their little landing pages, their web pages, is for memberships, because memberships allow you to Netflix your business and get monthly or weekly or yearly. There's different terms you can set up, recurring payments on a subscription basis. So memberships is one of the most popular ways people are using the software. I use it. All my clients use it. I love it. There's a bunch of cool features built in to help you with memberships too. But this is a really great way to scale your business, to reach more people, and reach more and help more and do more, but not working more, right? So you're making more without expending all of your time. So really popular is the membership. So here's kind of an overview. Like I said, I'll give you a bird's eye view. And I'm going to be updating some of these with some other, send me your links too. If you want me to feature you, definitely send me your links. But here's an overview of one of our members. We're going to use her as an example. She shares her smart link. This is what it looks like in the newsfeed. I'm somebody scrolling through my newsfeed and I click on it. That's going to take me to her little, her web page, her 22 Social page. This one's gated. So I'm going to see the gate, which means I need to register first. So I'm going to click the button because this sounds good to me and I want this. So I click to sign up. And what I'm doing is I'm logging in with Facebook. I'll click the blue button at the bottom to confirm that this is me and I want to have access. And with one click, I'm in. So the visitor is clicking in, they have access. And so this is what this user has. She created her page. She has behind the gate. Once I've registered, now I can see the other side of it, which is what she promised on the front. She's delivering a free download with the video. She even has a group in there. And then, by the way, we're having a sweepstakes, and here's a link to share this with your friends. All of these features are built in. Really cool way to use your content, expand your business, reach more people. And this is me, right? Going through, clicking the link on my Facebook feed and getting there. You, as the content owner, the person who created this page, you're going to capture valuable information. You're going to be able to easily view this on the back end, their Facebook profile with their name, their photo, all of this information that you can easily manage. Now, for memberships, it's really nice because you have everyone who's a member, paid or not, in your back office. At the top, the tab called the SRM is the Social Relationship Manager. And there's a bunch of other things to explore here, but this one's key. This is important. This is where all your peeps are, right? Everyone who's registered or opted into this particular offer. Again, you can create multiple, but in this example, let's pretend this was a membership, right? Because the first go through wasn't really a membership, but I want to show the screenshot here of what an SRM looks like for a paid membership, someone who set up a membership that's collecting payment through PayPal, let's say on a monthly basis. All of your paid members will be in there. That green I info button means they're active, they're paid. And I can also click on the little P, which will take me to their PayPal profile or tell me more about them, so that I don't have to worry about who the person on PayPal is and the person on Facebook. For example, if my membership has a Facebook group and somebody wants to join, I got payment on PayPal by XYZ company, but that's not Sally Jones on Facebook. This acts as the glue between the two. And even more, and this is my my favorite thing when I'm using 22 Social with memberships, is there's a browser extension, Chrome browser extension called 22 Social Connect that takes this even further, makes it even easier. By installing this free extension, running it and going through Facebook, when you visit your group that's tied to a membership that you've created with 22 Social, you can determine what colors, just in this example, we've got green, red, and orange, that tells me if they're in that SRM as active and paid, or if they're no longer active, meaning they've canceled, or maybe they just haven't registered at all, so they're not found. And in the group on Facebook that's tied to this membership, it will color their names based on that. So I can easily look at my members on a weekly basis just to check who is paid, who's not, who do I need to maybe reach out to and see what's going on. But also when people are wanting to join the group and requesting to get access, I don't have to look things up. I don't have to check my email. I don't have to check PayPal. I don't have to, log into my 22 Social SRM. All of these things you could do, and people do that all the time. Me personally, I like it fast and easy. So I'm running this extension all the time. All I do is hit start on that extension and it changes all the colors. And I know instantly, do I let them into my group or do I reach out and say, hey, here's where you register. Here's more information about our group because it's a paid group. But, do as you will, what you want. We're all doing different things. We're all, everyone's got a different gift and a different dream that we're building. Here's an example of just one of our users, very, very successful member here who, this is what he sees in his inbox, right? This is a screenshot from just one of his products, which happens to be a subscription product. I think he has various subscription products, but this is just one. Emails every so often, several per day, saying you've got a new subscription, you've got money in your pocket. So isn't that what it's all about, right? We want to wake up to money. We want to have results like this. I know I do. And that's going to allow me to live my dream and help more people. So if this is exciting to you, if you maybe want to get reacquainted with how 22 Social works, maybe you're new here or you're just a little overwhelmed or wanting to know, okay, what do I do next? We've made that really simple for you because it's really important to know what action you should take and when, right? So what are you supposed to take right now? What's the next best step for you? And so to figure that out, we've created a assessment. It's called the Dream Builder Self-Assessment, 100% free to take. I invite all of you to check it out. This is going to tell you where you are, based on where you are, right? It'll give you a customized plan on your own journey and let you know what the right action is to take for you, because you could be at the beginning where you're just learning things. Maybe you're in the middle, you're earning a bit now, or you're towards the top and you're ready to scale. So figure out where you are on that. You'll know what that is by just answering a few questions, getting this assessment, spit out to you at 22s.com/dream. Now I'm going to repeat that a few times because 22s.com/dream is a place where you can get all kinds of stuff, including you could check out our awesome bundle. We have this really cool deal called the Dream Builder Bundle. And it is a way for you to commit to this dream in your dream lifestyle and save money, because what we've put together is a Dream Builder Blueprint course that goes over all of the different stages. So each week we take a piece of some of that, or we highlight a member who's living and breathing that. But this course kind of puts it all together from choosing your desired lifestyle that you want all the way to getting that advertising set up in a video course, module by module, where you can kind of go through all of those. You'll get that course along with 1 year of 22 Social as a bundle deal. So you can learn all about that and the pricing and all of everything that's included also at 22s.com/dream. And that includes everything, right? All the features, it's the standard plan, but there's no limits on that. There's no unlimited members, all the features, everything. And what we want you to do is to be able to implement what you're learning in the course while with the software. So while you're learning, you're actually earning and using it, as opposed to having to wait, right? So grow, learn, and earn as you go, right? Grow and go at the same time. So this bundle also we give away every week, which means somebody today is going to win this, a year of 22 Social and the Dream Builder Blueprint course. So This week's winner, chicken dinner, is Joe McConnell. Yay! Ooh, all the way from Australia. That's far. It's what, like 7 in the morning, I think, over there. I have a few clients, so I know that my 3 p.m. is like they're just waking up, 6 o'clock or something like that. Awesome, Joe. Good morning. You have won our bundle deal. So just message our page. We'll get you all hooked up, get you all the details. And if you didn't win, we do this every week. You can increase your chances to win as well just by sharing this. All those details are also at 22s.com/dream. So there's lots of cool things you can figure out there. You can even get access to our free Facebook group. So definitely 22s.com/dream. Take the assessment, check out the bundle, get your referral link, join the group. In the group is where you can also ask questions, because sometimes we don't get to all of the questions, or there are people who are, catching this on the replay or something like that. All right. So I don't know if Renee's back. I just looked at a message. Let me know if you're here. You're muted if you are. That he had to step away, but let me look to see if there are any questions.
Back.
Oh, you are back. Okay, good.
And the cat came back.
All right. Do you have to have a Facebook account? Let's see.
Yes.
Yes. A Facebook. You just need a Facebook account. You need a Facebook business page, which just go to facebook.com/ I think it's create, and it'll be like, they made it really easy.
Right. Yes. Yeah, mainly because a lot of most of our users actually connect the Facebook group, so you want people to be able to identify or be able to be identified to give them access to the group.
Even if you don't use your page, really, because it's independent of the page. You don't actually need to use your page. You just have to have one. I have a client actually who has a Facebook page, but she's like, I never post there. I don't really do anything. It's really blah, but is doing really well with her sign up page she's doing a webinar, and people are signing up. They're getting the email, and there's it doesn't matter that she doesn't have her Facebook page set up, unless you're sending people there, unless you're saying, hey, go check out my page, become a fan, which if that's part of your plan, right? If that's your what's the word I'm looking for? Your objective. That's not the word, but but if that's the route you're going, then definitely. But you just need to have one, and they're free. So just facebook.com/create.
All right. I think we're good.
All right.
And next week, I'm probably going to come up with perk ideas for you guys, so you know what to put on the paid stuff. I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll look through stuff and see what makes sense. But
so if you have a free offer, and then when they sign up,
more like what perks to give when for paid members, like what can be given.
Oh, I see. Cool.
Yep. Plenty of that. I think that comes up often.
It does. Cool. All right. Yep. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you.
See you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.